Hello everyone, Blessed Paschal Triduum. We are now entering into the three important days in the life of the church, the Paschal Triduum. And so Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and the Easter Vigil it's basically the three most intense days of our Lord's life, right? He's with his friends, then he's betrayed, then he's arrested, then he's beaten, he suffers, and then he dies. But death isn't the final story, right? It's at the end of the story. Because at the end is the resurrection. And so this is the Triduum. It's the mystery of the Paschal, mystery. How God suffers and dies, but yet he rises for us. And so, on Holy Thursday, which is today, in many dioceses, there are two masses. The first mass is the Chrism Mass, and the Chrism Mass is a mass when all the priests gathers with their bishop, and the priests sort of renew, if you will, renew their vows of obedience to the bishop and his successors. But also at this Mass, the holy oils are blessed and consecrated. So there are three types of oils, right? There's the oil of the sick and the oil of catechumens. These are blessed. But then there's sacred chrism, which is consecrated, because chrism is used at baptism, yes, but also in confirmation and in holy orders. And these are the oils that will be used and distributed to all the parishes in each diocese for use throughout the year. And it's really a beautiful Mass. And then in the evening, it is the Mass of the Lord's Supper, when we commemorate the Last Supper, the night when Jesus ate with his apostles, enjoying the Passover as a faithful Jew. And it was the night when he was betrayed, the night when he was sorrowful even unto death, we're told. The night when he prayed to the Father, asking him to take this cup from him, but not his will, but God's will be done. The Father's will be done. And this is the night that our Lord was betrayed, arrested, and entered into his passion. And on this night, we have something called the transfer of the multiple sacrament, where the tabernacle, after Mass tonight, the tabernacle is left open, is empty, because Jesus is no longer there. And in fact, the consecrated host will be transferred to something called a repository, where the main tabernacle is empty, right? Because Jesus is gone. Jesus has been arrested, and he will die on Good Friday. So the Eucharist is placed in a different tabernacle, or a different room, so that we will have some Eucharist for Good Friday. Because as you know, on Good Friday, there is no Mass. There is no Mass anywhere on Good Friday, but we have a Good Friday service, or a celebration, we call it, of the Lord's Passion, right? But we'll talk more about that tomorrow. But for Holy Thursday, two important things happens, right? Jesus institutes the Holy Eucharist. Jesus says, "This is my body. This is my blood," and Jesus gives to us himself. And also, Jesus institutes the ministerial priesthood, right? That on that day, Jesus institutes, with the Eucharist, the priests who offer that sacrifice for us. And if you go to Holy Thursday Mass in the evening, you will of course see the washing of the feet. And the washing of the feet, of course, is based on the gospel passage when Jesus, during the Last Supper, washes his apostles' feet. And This is called the mandatum. It's a new commandment, right? What I have done for you, you must do for others. That in order to be the master of all, you must be the servant of all. So Jesus, even as he was preparing to be handed over, he leaves us an example. Even as he was about to be betrayed and entering into his passion, he wanted his disciples to know what they must do. It's sort of like when someone is dying and they want to put their affairs in order. They call their children, they call their family, they call whoever it may be and say, do this, that, and the other. And even though Jesus, he could have, he could have shut everyone out and say, you know what, I'm about to suffer, I'm about to die, I need some time to myself. He didn't, right? And in fact, he spent his last moments with the people whom he loved, his apostles, even the apostles who will betray him, who will deny him, and who will flee from him. That did not stop Jesus from loving them. And the one thing that I always found most striking is that even knowing that Judas will betray him, Jesus had Judas over for the Last Supper. Jesus washed Judas's feet. I don't know if I could have done that. If I was at dinner with someone whom I know betrayed me, I probably, I wouldn't go, or I wouldn't invite them. And I certainly wouldn't wash their feet. But Jesus does this, right? Because Jesus is trying to show and be like, my Father's love is truly unconditional. No matter how much you sin, how many bad things you may do, my Father's love and mercy is not withheld from you, right? Even in your sinfulness, I love you. And perhaps Judas was not open. Judas was not open to that. Sorry for the bell. It's a bell schedule. It keeps ringing even though we're not here. But and that's the love, brothers and sisters, that Jesus shows us. That even in the face of sin and death and evil, love and mercy conquers. Brothers and sisters, as we continue with Holy Week, as we enter into the Sacred Triduum, let us walk with Jesus to the Garden of Gethsemane. Let us walk with Jesus to the Calvary and come to experience the love and mercy which drove him to die for us, and in turn, extend this love and mercy to others. Blessed Holy Thursday to you. See you tomorrow. God bless.